Have you ever heard someone talk about marriage and it kind of sounds off in your ears? Like, dude, how can you believe such a lie about marriage? So, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the myths that people have believed over the years about marriage that are not true. I'm going to be exposing the reality or the truth to you also in this video. Hello everyone, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming across my video, you're welcome. My name is Grace and this is Bloom with Grace. On this space I talk about everything faith, purpose, relationships, lifestyle, every awesome content that gets to inspire you, educate you, and ultimately make you live a purposeful life. So if that sounds interesting to you, I want you to join the family by subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. You already know that I love you. Thank you for always tuning in. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the myths or misconceptions that people have believed about marriage and that are not true. Maybe you're somebody who is planning to open or desiring to get married soon, settle down, have a family, but there are certain beliefs or mindsets that you have about marriage, which some of them might be wrong, and that's what I'm going to be exposing to you today, and how you can move from that place to a better place. So without much being said, let's get right into the video. So number one myth that some people or a lot of people believe about marriage is that marriage automatically makes you happy. Maybe you're someone who, as a result of being desperate to get someone, especially women, ladies, you're desperate to settle down, desperate to have a family, desperate to have your own Mr. Prince Charming or Prince Charming, Mr. Right, and then you lose yourself in the course of that. You're not even thinking about discovering yourself, you're not thinking about finding purpose, you're not thinking of even knowing your true self or even be happy with yourself or by yourself. And then you think when that man comes, you're going to be happy. When you finally settle down with that man, I'm going to be finally happy. Maybe that is just your whole belief. And let me shock you. Marriage is not automatically going to make you happy. So if you're not happy as a single, you're not happy by yourself or with yourself, and you're expecting marriage to fix that, you're on a long thing. Yes. I'm not saying that marriage shouldn't make you happy or you shouldn't be happy in marriage. You should. But expecting that marriage would automatically make you happy. Maybe you've lived all your life in depression, isolation, depriving yourself of fun, depriving yourself of true happiness, all in the name of you want to get married. Eventually when you get married, you won't be happy. So if you're not happy by yourself or with yourself, marriage is not going to solve that for you. It's not going to fix that for you. So you better fix yourself. Find out why you're not truly happy with yourself and fix it before you get married. Most people who get into marriage with this kind of mindset or misconception end up being frustrated when they get into marriage. In fact, they end up being worse than they were before getting married. Number two is love alone is enough. Yes, there are certain people who think that, and in this case, this set of people who think love alone is always enough. They are always perceiving love or expressing or interpreting love as a feeling, emotion, the emotion which she feeling. Sometimes it's even lost that they misinterpret as love, and the butterflies and all of that, or first, how do they call it? Is it first love at first sight? So this set of people, they think that when they find that man, the supposedly right man or perfect man who completes them, who loves them for who they are, and they love them back. And like I said, in most cases they're talking about feelings, they're talking about emotions, they're talking about infatuations, right? And so they feel like that is just all that matters. Once you find that person, once you love the person and he loves you back, girl, just go ahead and marry him. Let me shock you. You get into the marriage and you realize or you discover that love alone is not enough. And in this case, I'm saying love, like when you interpret it or define it as feeling or emotion or the affection, it is not always enough, right? So, and those kind of people, when they get into the marriage and they feel like the love fades away, you hear such people say, I don't feel the way I used to feel before about you or with you. The butterflies are not there, the spark is gone, and so there is nothing here for us, so let's just go our separate ways. Such people are easily too quick to quit their marriages, and they move from that to another relationship thinking, okay, once I fall in love with this person, I get married. And when the love disappears, they pack their loads and go. And for such people, I don't think you would have a happy ending or happily ever after. So, and that is why the reality is love alone is not always enough. Especially when we talk about the kind of love that the Bible defines, the love that commits, the love that perseveres, the love that is patient, the love that is kind, the love that endures all things, the love that is selfless and sacrifices, even sometimes. So it takes more than just your feelings, my dear. It takes more than the emotions. It takes more than the the attraction, the physical attraction. Marriage that will last, or a good marriage that will last, will really take more than that. It will take commitment, it will take sacrifice, it will take for you to be selfless, not just think about yourself alone, but also the other person. It will take forgiveness, it will take choosing to love the person over and over and over again, choosing them beyond their flaws, beyond their weaknesses. So the next time someone tells you love alone is enough, be careful and try to define what their love is. Number 3 is that love means that marriage means you losing yourself or losing your individuality. A lot of people have believed this, that in fact this has even held a lot of people back from settling down, even though they desire to get married, right? Thinking that when they get married they're going to lose their career, they're going to lose themselves. And why this has really happened for some people, maybe as a result of not being self-aware, maybe not being self-conscious, they've not discovered themselves, or maybe they were not just prepared for life, what life threw at them. So this could have been some people's experiences, but that does not have to be the case for you. Yes, marriage, a good marriage, the one that God instituted, is not supposed to make you lose yourself. It's not supposed to make you lose your purpose, like for you to abandon your purpose and just focus on the partner or you and your husband or your children, right? If anything, marriage is supposed to make you better. The Bible says two are better than one, meaning that when you come together, you're supposed to complement each other. You're supposed to bring out the best out of each other, not to get you worse. So if marriage has taken so much from you than it should give, it means that there is something wrong which you have to address, which needs to be fixed. Marriage was not instituted to make you lose yourself, to make you lose your essence, to make you not fulfill God's purpose for you. In fact, it will help you to fulfill the plan of God for you. And there are a lot of people, godly marriages, that have benefited both parties. A good example of people who I admire so much is Pastor Kingsley and Mildred Okonkwo. I've followed them for a while, and one of their counseling sessions or their teachings, I've heard where they share the story of how getting into marriage, the wife discovered that the man, that's the husband, was not good at money management. Like, he could literally spend all his life savings to buy pets, right? And when the woman discovered that, she knew, oh, this is a flaw or like a weakness that needs to be addressed. If not, it's going to affect everybody. And so she stepped in as the money manager of the family, and guess what, they are doing fantastically well, right? Even in their finances. So in that case, you can say marriage made the other person better, even though the wife has to be the main money manager, like the person who is more accountable for money spending. But at least it has also helped him to also improve in the aspect of money management. The way he would recklessly spend money then is not the way he would spend now. So he was able to adjust over a period of time. That is an example of what I'm talking about. Marriage is supposed to make you better and not make you worse. Personally, for me, marriage, even in just 1 year, has made me better. Marriage has amplified my voice. It has even made me discover myself more. It has made me discover more of the potential that I have that I never knew even existed. Marriage has made me more responsible than I would normally be if I was single, right? So all of this is to say that don't ever think that marriage is supposed to make you lose yourself. No. It was originally made. It was made for you to fulfill all that God has purposed for you. Marriage should help you fulfill all your goals, achieve all your dreams, as long as it is within the confinements of God's purpose and will for you. And I said God because God is the institutor of marriage, right? So whatever God has for you, whatever God has destined for life, the peak of your career, you can get to it in marriage. Marriage is not supposed to stop you from aiming high. Number 4, a good marriage means that there is no conflict. A lot of people have believed that lie, that a perfect marriage is one without conflict. And if there's any advice that I heard a lot before going into marriage, is that you are going to fight a lot in your marriage. There's going to be disagreement, there's going to be misunderstandings and conflicts, but you just have to learn the right way to handle them or resolve them. And so people will go on with this myth or this misconception, this mindset that they have the picture of the perfect marriage that they have in their head is that there will be no conflict, everything will be rosy because they understand each other. So that's it. No, in fact, healthy conflicts, especially when you handle them well, can even grow your relationship with your partner, can make it stronger, it can make your bond stronger. And like I said in one of my videos, in the last 1 year since I got married, we've had to disagree a lot on so many issues. You imagine two people coming together from different backgrounds and learning to cope with each other, to live with each other. What do you expect? So a good marriage does not mean that there is no conflict. Every marriage has its own ups and downs, challenges and all of that, even conflicts and disagreements. So what matters, or what makes it perfect or makes it good, is how you handle it, is how you make those conflicts even build you stronger. Personally, for me, my own relationship, I discovered that after every disagreement, or maybe almost every disagreement, we get to understand each other better. We get to know that, oh, this is what my spouse does not like, so I will not do this again. So you get to grow. It strengthens your bond even more. It makes you stronger in your relationship. So please do not go ahead with this man. If you're getting married soon, or you're open to get married someday, the picture of a good marriage is not one that doesn't have conflict. As a matter of fact, a lot of successful marriages have had conflicts, healthy conflicts, and which they have learned to resolve with wisdom, right? Number 5 on my list will be that children would automatically strengthen your marriage or strengthen your relationship with your spouse, which is a big no. So if you're a couple who is having issues, or who are having issues in your marriage right now, maybe for partners who have waited, they decided to wait for 5 years before they start a family, and then you're having issues navigating through that 5 years. I've seen or heard some men say, oh, because of nagging here and there, they say, let me just impregnate this woman and she will let me rest. At least when she's pregnant, she will not have the strength to be nagging, she will not have the strength to be nosing, right? So a lot of people have devised that as an escape route or route to say, oh, this would help our relationship move from where it is to where we actually want it to be, or we can have peace finally when children come, right? So if you're that type of person who thinks that, oh, when children come, they will help you strengthen your marriage, the strength that is not there when you don't have children, and you're expecting it to come when children arrive, you want it to come automatically, that is a big lie. As a matter of fact, when children come, if you're not careful, it can magnify your marital issues or the problems that you already have. Do not get me wrong, children are gifts from God. In fact, they are a blessing from God. But that you expect that they will automatically take your problems away, your issues, the issues that you have with your spouse away, absolutely no. So it's better that you fix whatever it is that is wrong right now with your spouse. Fix it, build strength as a couple, and then when children come, you can build or grow those children on the foundation of the strength that you have. So children don't automatically strengthen your bond. In fact, if you're not careful, the responsibilities that come with children, if you're not careful, if you're not intentional enough, you see that the bond starts to go down, like intimacy is gone. You start to feel like you're distant from each other because you're busy focused on raising children. Number 6, which is the last but not the least for this video, is that marriage, the perfect spouse exists. Yes, maybe you are that lady who has been waiting for Mr. Right, that perfect man who would automatically take your breath away, who will fulfill all your needs. In fact, the reason why some of you are still single is because you're waiting for that perfect man. Meanwhile, you yourself, you're not perfect. So people believe this. Some people, a lot of people still hold on to this myth that there is that perfect person who doesn't have any flaw, who doesn't have any weakness, who is just perfect in every ramification, and that is the person I am waiting for. Guess what? Healthy marriage, or a good marriage, is all about two imperfect people coming together, choosing to love each other despite their flaws, choosing to accept each other despite their excesses, right? That is it. So if you're the type that is waiting for the perfect man, waiting for the perfect man to come, maybe you would wait forever. I'm not saying that you should now, because of that, or saying, oh, I said there is no Mr. Right or Mr. Perfect, and to say you're going to settle for less. No, there are the non-negotiables that you need to address also. But you saying, I want everything all to be perfect, my dear, you will wait, tired. You will wait and wait, right? And the funny thing also is this, or the interesting part of it is, some people, you get to discover their perfections or their strength as you go on in the marriage. Like there were a lot of things that attributes or a lot of qualities that I didn't realize my husband had. He had the potentials there. I didn't realize it at the time, but now I've been able to see or discover them. So if I had said, oh, because I'm waiting for him to be this, like a picture of what I have in my head, and I said no, until I get this and this and this, the person will perfectly checks all the things on my list, then probably I'll still be single to support right now. So this is to say, there's not always that perfect spouse for you, and that's why some people say, when you get married, you're still going to find people who are more beautiful, who are more handsome than your spouse. Meaning that your husband or your wife is not the perfect in the market, right? But you have chosen to choose this particular person based on whatever it is that you find in them that you can deal with in the journey of your life, right? So you've chosen to accept that person. So do not have it in your head that's that perfect. And if you have that in your head, you might wait, so that you're not the cause of your problem or the cause of your delays. Good that you allow God guide you, allow God to lead you to the right person. Do not let your beliefs or this kind of mindset to hold you back. Just trust, above all, trust God for leading, trust God to choose for you, because when God chooses for you, you can never miss it in life, especially when you stay glued to Him, aligning with Him throughout the journey. So I hope you find this quite interesting, and let me know some other myths that you've heard people say, or that you've even believed yourself in time past and you realize, oh, so I've been fooled all along. Drop it in the comments so that other people can learn, so that any single out there can see this and they'll be able to learn from it. At least they're informed before they get into the marriage. And if you're someone who's already into the marriage and you found out that, oh, I've actually been fooled all this while, it's not too late. And I pray for every marriage that is actually facing struggles in whatever form or shape. I pray that I pray that you'll find God, and God will come through for you, and He will calm every storm in your marriage. I wish you, if you're single who is hoping to get married soon also, I pray that God will bring you to the right person, will connect you to the right person, the one who will complete you, the one who will help you become all that God has proposed for you. So if you like this video, please drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Give this a thumbs up so that more people can see this and be blessed. Subscribe as well so that I know that you're part of the family. Until I come your way again, keep blooming. See you in the next video. Bye.